Rocket already a pair on the way. Line hard toward right. Down for extra bases. 2 runs have scored. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely.
Hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Rocket at second with 2 down. Hit sharply on the ground to the left.
Right here.
Diaz is up with it, and it's in time at first. And hallelujah, the side is retired. But not before they hang a 9 spot on him here to really open up this ball game.
Yeah, this game was decided in the 8th. That was a huge offensive fireworks coming into the 8th inning. And when the other guys put up a big inning like that against you late in the game, it's really tough to make any kind of a comeback.
11-3 the final score in this contest. Texas posted 15 total hits in the ball game. Lance Lynn earns the win, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rangers, 11 runs, 15 hits.
MLB Network coming your way from Tropicana Field here in St. Petersburg, Florida. Lots of pink all around for this Mother's Day matchup between the Blake Snell, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Rockets.
Here comes the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kiermaier's got a read on it.
Go hard, you're scoring, go hard.
And that's the 3rd out. Now at the plate, David Rocket. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 0-1 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games. Now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Ready with the 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kiermaier giving chase. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first out. And he'll get into 3rd here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. Here's Rougned Odor now, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at 3rd. And a dive, but he's back in. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Runners on the move for second. Lifted the other way to left center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from 3rd. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from 3rd. So next to the plate for Texas, number 39. He reached on a single in his first try. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Texas. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. All tied at 1-1. So 2 men are on with 1 man out. And that'll bring in Joey Rickard.
Joey Rickard.
The ground to third. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. Plate, David Rocket, and he's about as dangerous as they come. Without a doubt, he's one of the true icons in the sport today. First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line. Rickard's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So the lineup flips. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back in. Work on his craft.
But that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
So striding forward now David Rocket.
Third baseman, David Rocket.
First offering on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Here comes the 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to find the seam as it scoots through on the carpet for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at 2nd and 3rd to start the inning.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes, but somebody forgot to tell this guy. He's a grinder, and he's going to approach every at-bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
The right fielder, number 30.
At the plate, Nomar Mazara. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
And he looks at one that misses, ball 4. So that'll load him up, but at least a double play is in order here with 1 away.
Now batting, number 39.
Ready once again, number 39, looking to cut into that big deficit they've got in front of them. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Digging in, Ronald Guzman. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run. Ready for another shot now, Alexis Gomes.
The catcher, Alexis Gomes.
Popped him up. Wendell is there for it. And that ends the inning. 14-3 is the final score in this one. The Rays put up a 15-run attack on the scoreboard today. Blake Snell earns.
About murdering. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. So also polite. I can't do it. He's just waiting for someone to die. He's waiting.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of...
So let's get
David Rocket gets the ball for Miami in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's not too hard to figure out why this guy's one of the top pitchers having a big year. Look at that ERA, sub 1.0 ERA on the season. He's been nearly untouchable up to this point, and we should have a fun time watching this guy do what he does on the mound today in this one.
Now at the plate, Ronald Acuna. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here it comes. And the first pitch is taken for ball one as we're underway tonight in South Florida. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, every person that bought a ticket tonight came to see one thing, and that's the guy on the mound. But I'll tell you what, from an offensive standpoint, this is what you live for. Who's going to make the adjustments offensively to put quality at-bats against this guy? Do they have to get him early? Can someone work themselves into a big count to drive a ball in the gap late? I am so fired up to see this offense take on this monster.
And he'll squeeze this one for the second out. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's currently near the top of the batting average leaderboard, but he'll have to pick up the pace a little bit over the next several weeks if he wants to jump into that top spot.
Yeah, I don't want him to put pressure on himself right now, but he's got 2 months to get it done right here, to vault himself into that top spot. He has certainly had an amazing year up until this point.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. The 1-1 home. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Right side and right into the shift. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Great. So here's the cleanup hitter, Josh Donaldson. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. First pitch of the at-bat. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1.
I don't know. You could take it from a lady.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins.
That's right.
And fellas, one thing I want you to focus on is the fact that this team flat plays D. They lead the National League with the fewest errors. Can't tell you what that means to a pitching staff. You will see this team bear down on the defensive side of the ball and make some great plays in this one.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And it's fouled away. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. To short. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. The next to bat for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Rocket has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. No home runs as of yet, and with just the lone RBI. A ball and a strike to Brian McCann.
Yeah, say you're sorry.
The 1-1.
Hey, stop it,
Fouled
Gardner.
away.
Stop. Bad Gardner.
No score here as we play inning number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is ready now. Adam Duvall. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there at the knees, strike 1. Duvall, 30 years of age. He was selected in the 11th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
In now, Max Fried.
The pitcher, number 50.
As he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. Fouled off. 3rd inning, no score to this point. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Digging in to try it again, Ronald Acuna. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 1-0 the count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. The 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
The 1-2 is in off the plate.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, David Rocket, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. 0-1 the count.
Three.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as we begin the top of the fourth. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth. Inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Rojas has a play. 1 out. Standing in, Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Sliced hard on the ground. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
Third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
And he'll step off. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Now this one's hit hard to left field by Donaldson and deep, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a solo shot off the bat of Josh Donaldson. Number 21 for him on the season. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
And the next in is Johan Camargo, as he'll take a look at an off-speed. Pitch here that misses for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Arroyo's got it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Next to hit will be the pitcher, David Rocket, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch.
Stand up right here. Stand up.
And there's a base hit on the line. Oh, and he misses it. And the tying run comes around to score from second.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go
Now
Miguel
batting,
Rojas.
shortstop.
2 men on, 2 away
Miguel
here in the fourth.
Rojas.
Skied in the
Running
air
hard,
to straightaway
running hard,
left.
he's scoring, he's
Acuna's
scoring,
there
he's
for
scoring.
it. And that's the third out. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. A base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
0-2.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. In now, Brian McCann. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
And he fouls this one off. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Stepping in for the Braves, Adam Duvall, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. This ball will be chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Last half of the 5th coming up, all tied at 1-1. So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Max Fried. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. One and 2 now to the Braves pitcher. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Lined up, and the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Now to the plate, the pitcher, David Rocket. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Line toward the gap in left center, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead. Arlene Garcia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 66.
Man, they came in here with a mission, and that mission is almost complete. They've won the first 3 games of this series and would love to seal the road sweep with a victory tomorrow.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game.
A manager confronts his pitching staff about an unacceptable team statistic.
A fine Friday night to you as we come your way from Coors Field in Denver. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Miami Marlins and the Colorado Rockies. Get ready for Rockies baseball next. German Marquez gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
Coming to the plate now, Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Rockies, the center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come into this one fresh off a victory last time out that ended a 6-game losing streak.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more. Especially the way this team is underachieved, you got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas.